Hey YouTube, Nomad76 here. Today I'm going to do a little video, and I got obviously inspiration from Gorilla Comp's channel. He just did a review of the Ribz front pack, and I'll put a link in for his video down below or somewhere within the video. But this is the small one, and like I said, I kind of went off of his suggestions, and I saw how he had his kit set up, and I really liked it. So I've always been a big fan of things that are multiple use. You can use. So over here, if you guys can see it, I've got my old North Face like day pack there that it's in my vehicle. It's get home / adventure pack. I mean, really, honestly, because I do like to spend a lot of time, or as much time as I can find, spare time to go up and just adventure. I'm also I like to hunt and fish and other things like that. So hike, whatnot, and so I use this as kind of that everyday carry bag that's always with me that I can take. And based off of the seasons and some other things that I leave in my vehicle all the time, and I can kind of reconfigure that pack to meet what I need for the trip, or whatever I'm going on. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be tearing down that bag and putting like essential items like navigation, maybe some sort of water filtration, fire starting, so on and so forth, in this front pack of this Ribz pack, so that when I just want to do a short hike or something like that, I want to go scout out an area, I can grab this out of the back of the vehicle and take off, and I'll have all my essential items, communications and navigation, maps, whatever, things like that. So as I go through it, I'll probably roll in a few videos, so stay tuned. Alright, so here's one new item I'm adding to my kit. I just saw this the other day at a local retail store, and it's called the Hydra Pack. It's the Stash, which is a collapsible water bottle. It's a 150 milliliter bottle, and you see how it just collapses on itself, clicks in. It's got a nice little ring on it here, so you could hang it off your kit once it's full of water. And I'll show you how that plays into my kit here in a few minutes. And after I've have not used it yet, as far as trying to fill it with water and seeing how durability test or anything like that. So after a few months or so of if I get a chance to use it, maybe I'll do a quick review video on it later. So alright, so now I have it set up for just a basic configuration. There's a few items maybe I want to add later as a permanent item, but I left enough room. If you can see here, it's obviously not completely stuffed full, to where I can of course add in a pistol for which ideally is small, like Gorilla Comps showed how he was using a 38 revolver, worked pretty well in there. Other small concealed carry type pistols would work pretty good, or you could put a subcompact probably, but it'd have to sit in the main pocket, and it probably wouldn't draw very easily. So I'll play around with that, because I have both types of pistols, decide which one I'd prefer to carry in this, or it just kind of probably depends on what type of use it's going to be used for. Okay, excuse me. Like I said, depending on what type of situation I'm going to be, if I'm leaving my vehicle and I'm going to go hiking or scouting or whatever, maybe I'll take out of my main pack, I'll take a set of binoculars or whatever. So let's dive into the contents I currently have. I figured just kind of the basic requirements. Sorry, bumping around there. Okay, so on this side, which would be on the right side of my chest. I have just a stocking cap and a set of the mechanics gloves, which are just, obviously not cold weather specifically, but if it's a little cool out, they're nice. Or if you're working with something, wood or knife. General communications, just a Uniden FRS GMRS two-way radio. I have batteries. I'll show you elsewhere. I do have a comms bag that has other communication devices like the Bofang radio, and well, that's primarily Bofang in there, and then of course I have a scanner and some other tools, but that goes in the vehicle. So if I felt like I needed the Bofang to bring with me, then I would bring that, and I'd probably pull this out just for weight conservation. Or if I was going long term, anyway, so if I was planning, just depending on the situation, you obviously can reconfigure quickly based off the stuff in maybe your main bag that you don't want to take with you, because it's just you're going to hike 2 miles in and check out, a lake, or you're going to go look at something, and it's just a day hike, but you want to have some essentials with you just in case, maybe you got injured or bad weather rolled in or something like that. So for navigation purposes, in this pouch, I have my E-Trex here. I'll have a spare set of lithium batteries, which are nice just because they're long lasting and lightweight. Actually, I think I have alkalines in the actual GPS currently. But one thing, I've done a video on this Garmin, not a full detailed review. There's some things that I'm happy with it, but one thing I do like about these E-Trex is they don't eat batteries like some of the older models of GPSs I still own, but they're kind of relevant today. In the front pouch here, for easy access, for general navigation, of course, just a compass, and I also have one of the I think it's the windstorm or whatever emergency whistle, the one that doesn't have the little ball on it. Okay, pardon that interruption. The garage lights are on a motion sensor, and apparently I'm not moving enough, so it turned itself off. And then I got a simple fire starter kit, some wet fire, a Bic lighter. Of course, there's a ferrocerium rod in there too with the scraper. Of course, that's in a lock sack to keep it nice and dry. And then, so like I said, the rest of that pouch is pretty much open for other configurations, depending on what type of trek I'm going to go on or whatever. So in this front pouch, we've got my Princeton Remix headlamp. I've done a review on that. Some in-loop rechargeable batteries for either this, which it takes 3, or that Uniden two-way you saw. It takes 4. So I have the option, of course, of depending on what my priority is, because I always will have my EDC light with me, what I need the batteries for primarily. And that is one thing I don't like about those FRS radios. They eat the batteries like no other. Just a quick little food pack, a couple protein bars, and some what are these things? Intercies. There's the vitamin pack you can add to your water for flavor and get some essential vitamins. I left this little mesh pouch open for pistol configuration, and down in here the Hydro Pack collapsible water bottle I had there. So with this and this water kit, so I have some water filtration kit, I guess is a better way to put it. A couple of coffee filters, some iodine tablets if necessary, hopefully avoid those, and then a water straw, not Life Straw, I can't remember the name brand of that one, but so I could collect water if I didn't already have water with me from different sources, or obviously a water source of some nature, and I'd have some way to filter it. So this is kind of just a backup. So like if I am going to go in for a distance, I'm going to take one of my other water bottles with me, you know, full of water, so that I have some water along the way. But if I end up staying longer than intended, I have the ability to, you know, find and collect water. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up. Like I said, I've got a light source, I've got a way to filter water, some extra energy, which comes in the form of food, and then I have a way to start fires, and some 2 forms of navigation, GPS and compass. Of course, I would add a map to the area. It's the thing is with maps is you can't just carry every map you could possibly think of. You just don't have enough room, and especially not in a pouch this size. So you know, you just kind of have to maybe have the maps, your regular areas that you travel, and maybe have those in your vehicle or in your main bag, and then you can transfer the specific map for the area you're in into that pouch. Now granted, that's the nice thing about the GPS is you can load large amounts or a larger area of topographical maps onto that. But of course you can't always rely on electronics. One other thing I probably definitely need to add is maybe just I have my main first aid kit in my main bag, but I need to add, maybe build a small little, just, you know, a hiking type first aid kit, you know, moleskin, things like that, you know, feet for foot care and whatnot, and just maybe for small abrasions, you know, some band-aids and some gauze and stuff. So I've got plenty of first aid supplies, so I'll probably put something like that together, and maybe I'll show it to you on a later day. So said nice. Oh, and I weighed it. It was about 3.5 pounds in its current state. Of course, as you add to, that's going to get bigger. It's the nice thing about it is it's the nice lightweight nylon Cordura fabric. It weighs about 11 ounces empty, and it holds about 8 liters. This small size. They have a larger one, so if you're interested, check them out. I got this one off Amazon for like 52 something. So appreciate you all watching. If you have any obviously comments or whatever, please leave them below.